field. They come and they have like a light device. I cannot explain. It shows like rainbow light like this, and it clears all the field. Like shh. One time they were planning a war upon Romania. They were wanting to start a war in my country. And of course, nobody was agreeing with that at the population level, but the official level was wanting to start something. And I was meditating there at the Sphinx, which is up on the mountain at 2,200 meters, and I was shown, because I was feeling the war wouldn't happen. And I was always telling my friends, they were the same way people were scared now with the virus, back then they were scared with the war. And everybody was talking and the world would start 5 years ago. And I said, no, there's no war. My perception is that, yes, this is mind-made, this is man-made and mind-made, but it's not going to happen. And we shouldn't focus on it. It's not becoming true. And when I went up the Sphinx, I was shown this reality where ships were coming and clearing all the world plans that were being made. So the plans were being made and tanks and all they were imagining to start the war, and the ships were just canceling that reality from the thought level. You know, they were washing like you mop a room. You put the mop, you wash it, and then it's all clean. So no war happened, indeed. We're 5 or 6, I think 7 years later even, and the war didn't happen. So it's like that. They come and regulate the field. If there's something disharmonious, with light, they clear it out. And at the pyramids, when the pyramids were built, it was first prepared by ships. So they had a cleansing system to prepare the area, then to prepare the people who were going to build the pyramids, then to prepare, everything, the materials, because they didn't carry those materials with slaves and vine ropes. It would have been impossible. But the stones were made into this density that was very light and was transportable and reshapeable. So basically you could transport blocks of stones and rearrange them just with the power of intention and sound. So they were just sitting in circles in meditation, and they were just moving whatever it needs to be moved and rearranged as a pyramid. But before, and with the help with ships and with constant support and clearing from them, because otherwise, people are people. They cannot maintain a high state of vibration for too long. But when we are helped, it's better. Yeah. So that's a ship. It can have. It depends. It don't all have the same shape, but it's. You could imagine like an energy vehicle, because it's not as dense as our planes, for example, or trains. Yeah, an energy vehicle, which is basically a force field that is having inside what's necessary for some beings to live in that force field. And some are smaller, like not such big size, and some are the size of the planet. Of a planet, so very big. Planet, yeah, the size of a planet. So, for example, Nibiru, which is thought to be a planet, it's actually a ship. Nibiru, you have heard of it? Nibiru. Anyway, it's a planet that has been discovered, but actually it has been present in various parts of the galaxy whenever a civilization has, or a planetary system has changed or evolved, because that ship was holding the frequency for that system to evolve. So she was moving across galaxies to do that. And also, you've never seen the other side of the moon, right? So it might not be what we think it is. That's what Nassim says, at least, and I'm starting to feel it's not far from truth. Yeah. So many things that we see shining in the sky, actually they're not really planets. Some are ships, but they're very big. They could host a whole population, like planet Earth population, even. Yeah. And I'm working with many, like I told you today, some of my experience from higher civilization that function totally different than ours, much more advanced. Yeah, I was saying that to them, that sitting 10 hours in flight for me is incredible because I see what is possible and how we can transport ourselves or teleport ourselves and all that. And for me, flying or driving, so boring. It's like, oh, come on. Like we're still at this level. Yeah. You can teleport everything. Actually, it's about changing the density of one body or one piece of matter and moving it with intention in another place. Yes, absolutely. You can teleport a whole city if you wish. I believe we are to. Oh no, it's still early. I was thinking we should come back. You can teleport anything. Yeah. Some cities that were very advanced on planet Earth, when things here got complicated, they just teleport or moved into higher realms. And they are still functioning there perfectly, but not visible for us. They just upgraded. A whole city, yeah. Some are under Earth, Telos or Agartha even, and so on. And some are in other dimension, but not under the surface of Earth. Yeah. And people are. I didn't do teleportation consciously. So I was seen, even here, in 2018, I was here at the Congress. And I always wanted in the morning to go to Patriji's flute meditation at 6 a.m. And always every morning something was happening that I wasn't going. And it was the last morning of the Congress. And again, I couldn't go because I had a meeting and I was talking to somebody. And I was talking to somebody in my room or their room, I don't remember. And I was really wishing that I could have gone to the meditation. But just that, I didn't focus to see what was happening there or just thinking, oh, it's 6 a.m., oh, it's the meditation, blah, blah, blah. Then at lunch, I met two of the speakers that were my friends. If you remember, it was a blonde lady with short hair that was coming from Australia also, and his friend, Grieg. His friend was named Grieg. He also gave a speech here about quantum healing or something. And Grieg comes and takes my arms and he says, did you do it on purpose? Or are you doing it on purpose? And I say, what did I do? Did I step on your foot? I didn't know what it was happening. He said, come on, you know what you did. I said, no, I didn't know. What did I do? And he said, this morning in meditation, while I was listening for the flute of Patriji, you just came in front of me and I wanted to talk to you. And when I was starting to talk to you, you just smiled and disappeared. And I was like, because he thought I was in shape, like this, And I said, I don't know about this. And then Maura is from US, She said she saw me too in the same meditation. And I didn't know I was there, I wasn't conscious about me being in that room. I was just wishing I was in that room. So things like this happen, but I don't do them on purpose. Sometimes my organizer from the south of France, who did my conferences there, we had this issue because I was thinking we met 2 years ago, the year I first started the conference there. So I was convinced we met at Nassim Harmin's conference, which she also organized in April. So I was discussing my reality of having met her the first time at that conference, and she was telling me about her reality, which was that she was meeting me 3 years behind. And I said, yeah, but 3 years behind, I wasn't in France. She said, no, you were at this event, and we were together, and we talked. And I said, I really wasn't in France because I was in Romania doing this and that. And she said, no, you were in France, and my friend who saw your event and who saw your conference here, because it was filmed, she saw you again, and she also acknowledges that you were 3 years at that event, 3 years ago. I don't even know what event it was. I forgot to ask what it was. Of course, a spiritual event of some sort because they were Reiki masters, both of them. But I don't know anything about it. And that's how she met me. And I met her 3 years later, consciously, in that other event in France. And also she was having womb problems. Her whole family were having womb issues, some blockages anyway. And the last night, so we went to some city, we visited together the capital of perfumes in France. And the same night, after she has told me the family problems and all that night I wake up at around 3 or 4, I was having huge pain in my womb, like super huge pain. And I didn't know, so I went in meditation. I was starting to seeing her. I realized it's connected to her condition, and then her sister appears to me and so on. And then after a time, I finished to work on that and I fell asleep. The next morning, she came to me. I felt she was a little changed and a little, like she was having some trouble with me. I said, what's happening? She said, you were in my room all night. And I'm like, what? She said, 3 times I woke up from my sleep and you were sitting in front of my bed, and I pinched myself to see if I'm dreaming, if I'm in a dream state, and no, I was feeling me pinching and I was seeing you still there. And at some point I got worried that I might be crazy, and I started to ask you questions and ask you what are you doing and what do you want. And every time I asked you something, you were just smiling and saying nothing and then disappearing. So she was kind of scared. She was scared of me. She was like, why are you coming in my room at night? And I said, I had no idea. I didn't do it on purpose, and I didn't want to bother you in your room at night. But what I was experiencing is that I was in my bed and I was having pain, and you appeared in my I realized in my meditation that it was your pain and your family's pain. And she said, yeah, now I'm actually feeling better. And I was like, yeah, I can imagine that. So, but I never know that I'm doing this. So, but it's better that I don't know, because maybe I would do some egoic stuff. So that way, whatever needs to happen, it happens, and I'm not interfering with the process at all. It's just happening. But I would love to be able to come to India with my luggage, with all my clothes and whatever I want in a second without taking flights. That's what I like. Because now I had to pay 1,000 euros to come here and to travel 17 hours. It's not nice. I would love the other way. If somebody can teach me, I'm open. With the body, not just astrally. Yes, with this thing. Yeah, I think I must go to the conference room. If you want